are all into 11th and 12th grade, sir.
No problem. I will ask them to speak.
Yeah. Yes, that's great.
Yeah. Hi, good evening. Thanks for trusting your teacher and trusting me. So I'm Kiran. I'm an IT professional, been in the industry for the last 35 years. So happy to help and happy to support the community. And I feel it's our duty to ignite the aspirations of youngsters like you so that we can collectively support the ecosystem who needs our support. Otherwise, in this current age of WhatsApp or information overload, everybody is confused. Okay. So, yeah, this is briefly about me. So, more you will come to know. So, probably that's the reason why you have come here with almost probably 1 day notice. So, yeah, just go ahead and introduce yourself. Here is briefly you need to tell me. So, your name, of course, and which city you are from, and what language you speak at home, and what excites you, yeah, in a typical day. When you go to school or when you get up in the morning, what keeps you awake? Yeah, go ahead, Rishi.
Hi, sir. My name is Rishi, and I'm currently in 12th grade. At home, I speak Telugu, and what excites me the most, uh, that's a very good question. I've not actually like specifically thought about that, but I guess it's just
I will make it easy.
it-
When you get up
yeah,
in the morning, uh, like why do you get up in the morning? Something will stop you from lying on the bed.
my school bus.
School bus, is it?
Sorry
Yeah,
to pitch in here. I can tell more about Rishi. Rishi wrote,
I have
published already, wrote books,
Uh-huh.
and he is very
I
good at
haven't
art.
published it yet. Okay.
Yeah, not published, but he is, he wants to become a director in future. Maybe in some film industry, we can look into him.
Yeah.
And he has a good input or thought. Maybe Rishi, you can share that small website which you are planning to design. Sir will
Oh yeah,
definitely
man.
help
We'll
you.
come to that later.
Okay.
So I want to really understand what's your basically true calling means. For example, when you look around the society, what hurts you?
Well, I have thought about this one actually. It's
No,
just
I will
that.
help you. Let's figure it out. For example, there is traffic pollution, there is poverty, there is global warming, and of course, there's a lot of chaos, whether it's in India or in US, whether we are a developed country or whether we are a developing country. So, what hurts you more, or what concerns you more?
Sir, so basically, regarding my environment and what hurts me when I walk down the street is mostly street dogs because they have no shelter and they have no, homes or anyone to care for them. Those like really disturb me because they can't fend for themselves. And that was one thing. But my true calling, I guess, it's in the fact that when I was at a very low point in my life, stories were what sort of spoke to me and saved me. And when I write, I want to just have that impact on someone else. And that was why I got into writing. That I consider as my calling, as you put it.
Cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rishi. Yeah, Teju, tell me about yourself.
Just a second, sir. I'll be back.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm currently my name's Tejasvi or Teju, and I'm currently in 11th grade right now.
What do you speak at home?
I speak mostly English.
Okay. So, yeah, what takes away your sleep? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to be Mary Curie, or what do you want?
An engineer of some sort. I'm still trying to figure that out, but something in like something STEM related.
If you are given all powers in the world, what is the one problem you want to solve? You can think about it while we hear from Akshit, but I will come back to you. Yeah, Akshit, go ahead. You are muted. Unmute yourself. No, still your mic is not helping you. Okay, while you figure it out, you can put it in the chat window. Probably if you just log out and log in, sometimes it will help. Then we'll go to Saravanan Natarajan. Oh, Saravanan, you are from TVS Tumkur. Thanks for joining. You can unmute.
Sorry, I haven't just said.
So yeah,
As
since
always.
just tell me what takes away your sleep.
Sorry, sir. 1 minute. Yeah, sorry.
What
It
takes?
was the fan. It was buzzing. Yeah.
No. There's no background noise. It's very clear.
Okay. Okay,
So,
sir. Yeah.
what takes away your sleep?
Sir, could you please come again with the question, because it's kind of a little bit noisy over here in my background.
What takes away your sleep? What's your dream?
My dream, basically, my dream is to help to make everyone to get some good nutritious food for all 3 meals without any kind of difficulty on their own basis, as if like whatever the pay scale they get and wherever they are, they need to get some nutritious food. So I would like to make them to get the nutritious food with what is available in their local. So my dream is to make people to have fed for 3 times a day with some good nutrition on their plate in every meal.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, we will. Yeah, probably today's session will address that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, Prajwal, tell me what's your dream? Prajwal, yeah,
Sir,
what's your
okay. My dream is to basically solve as many problems as I can. Basically,
no. Tell me one problem which you want to solve first. Assuming you will get all the power in the world, all the resources, all the funds, what will you solve first?
sir, I want to provide education for everyone.
Education.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's cool. Do you know how many students are there in schools today in India?
Sir, I don't have any idea about that. But
Just
I'll-
tell me one number. It's a very big number. Tell me what is some number.
Basically, I guess 50 crores from all.
It's 350 million. So tell me how many crores it is. 10 million is 1 crore.
Sir. So 35 crore.
Okay, cool. So 35 crores you need to help. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We will all join hands with you. Thank you. So Wasim, thanks for joining. Can you hear me, Wasim? So until he yeah. Hi,
Yeah,
Wasim.
hi, sir. I'm listening. I'm traveling on the way, so I probably I'll just listen for the session.
Yeah. I just wanted to introduce you to the rest of them. I mean,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
happy
Yeah,
that.
I've parked my vehicle right the road.
Yeah, just introduce yourself, no? So that.
Yeah, my name is Wasim. I work in Deshpande Skilling as a software developer. I've been working here from last 7 years. I work on different platforms like I work on LMS, Moodle-based LMS, and then we are working on Odoo-based ERP, and even we are working some of the AI tools, which like how best we can use AI tools for the skilling, for content generation for our students.
Okay, thanks,
And
Wasim.
yes, still there are many things which we are working. These are a couple of things which I've mentioned.
Yeah, thank you. You can mute and we can continue our travel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just for your info, currently most of them who have joined from Hyderabad. They are from one very interesting school. So Birla Open Minds. So good that they have joined hands, or they have come forward to join hands to solve the problem for you. Hi Tanushree, thanks for joining. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Tanushree, I'm just asking one question to all the people who have just joined. What takes away your sleep? What's your dream?
Developing AI or working on AI?
Yeah, that's the means. So you will develop, assume you have all the power in the world, all the resources, all the time, all the funds. What is the one problem you want to solve?
Scarcity of water.
Cool, wonderful. Yeah. Did you firm up what you want to do when you have all the power in the world?
Yes. Solve climate change, because it's such a big problem that because of climate change, there's so many other problems that come under it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's educate people on how to preserve our climate. Yeah, that's a wonderful cause to work on. So Akshit, is your mic all right now? Or you can put it in the chat window. What's your dream? If you have all the power in the world, what is that you want to solve? Just one problem. In the meantime, I will ask Mithulesh. Mithulesh, tell me.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I would like to solve poverty.
How will you solve that?
As Sarvanand said, educating them.
Good. Yeah, let's get started. In the meantime, Akshit, please solve your microphone issue, or you can, okay, you are facing few, you can even try logging in through your mobile if laptop is an issue, because same link works on your mobile. It's very straightforward. So thanks for joining. Let me tell you why we are here, and also what process which we will follow, so that in the meantime, you will, it's not just about teaching students how to speak English, because the topic today is learning English to boost your employability. So that's one of the excuse. Through this, we are going to learn many things. So that's what we are here today. The reason being, I'm with the system, or with the society, with the corporate, with with the education system, etc. Over last 35 years, I have seen the world post my education. So I completed my education in 1988. Since 1989, I have been working. So I have many things to share. So that's why we are here today. So one of the triggers why I thought of pursuing this initiative is Deshpande Foundation, which today Wasim is representing directly. I have been associated with Deshpande Foundation since almost 2022, 3 years now. So we have been formally associated while I was working with Infosys. We have implemented Infosys Springboard for all their staff and the students which they are supporting. So that's when the relationship started. Now, and I have also seen and worked and have stayed in the campus for a few days, and I know what they do, why they do, and I also know the profile of the people whom they support. Just to give you an idea, I had also shared one video by their CEO, Mr. P.N. Nayak. He has articulated very well. I will do articulation. So they are supporting the unemployed graduates. That means people who have completed BA, BSc, BCom, diploma, etc., who have not yet employed. Why? Because one is they are from tier 2, tier 3 cities, and they are not yet there to get employed. Means there is a gap between what they have and what the companies expect them to have. And even though they have the required, they can perform the required tasks, unfortunately, they are not there yet to articulate in English. So that's where they are being stopped, because even the first end door they need to cross, or first hurdle, is the interview. So they are not able to clear the written test and the interview because of their lack of spoken English and written English. So that's what we would like to support. So, and that's what it first came to me by their CEO. So when he asked, can we help using, basically, can we help these students to learn faster and effectively, leveraging technology, be it AI, be it machine learning, be it traditional digital learning, anything. It's not that it has to be only AI. It could be any means. So that was the request. And again, and of course, all of us have learned English through either through the school, through our parents, through the society, by ourselves. By any means, we would have done that. So yes, we are just lucky, I would say. So not that we did anything more over and above on our own. So the ecosystem in which we were brought up helped us to learn English. We were just lucky. And there are 350 million such people who are not just as lucky as us. That's why I thought it's a good cause to work on. So that's basically the background. And now, while we are doing this, so now whatever I just said now, thankfully, our Gemini is also taking the notes, and I will give a shorter version of the notes so that you need not have to worry about taking the notes, and it will also give you a gist. Now, while we are doing it, we could just jump the gun, right? I could just say, yes, it's all about phonetics, and let's start from phonetics, and here is how we can do it. And here are the YouTube videos. Like that, we can just jump into the solution, because it's easy for us, because English is not a rocket science for any of us who are there in the call today. That's why we are there, and we are also listening, and we can also talk, and we can exchange our views. Now, unfortunately, it is not just about the availability of the content. If it is just the availability of the content, the world would have been in a different plane or different situation altogether, because just the mere availability of the content, for example, English content is there in many places, even the curated content, be it an Infosys Springboard or Khan Academy, or there are many such code.org, Scratch. There are many such noble organizations and noble volunteers who have already put in a lot of effort to create and curate the content free of cost. It's available. But unfortunately, one is they don't know that it exists. Even if they know, it's too many. And they don't have infinite time, by the way, because they are already graduates and they are waiting to get employed. And time is running out. And more the time runs out, if they remain unemployed, then they will lose hope on the system. So that is the problem. So I thought, first, let's articulate the requirement properly. That means whatever I just spoke is definitely it's only a subset of the requirement. For example, just to give you a feel, yes, I just mentioned that how will they even find out here is what I need to learn, and here is the content, and here is the sequence I need to go, and how many hours per day I need to study. For example, if I tell each one of you from tomorrow onwards, you have to do yoga for 30 minutes exactly every day. Even though you know how to do, even though I share the video, how many of you are ready to do that? So we have to figure out what are the resistance or what are the hurdles, what is stopping an individual. And we all understand that knowing English, knowing the spoken and written English is the crucial, that everybody knows. That's not an issue. But still, we stop ourselves in learning that. So we need to figure out, without mincing any words, how is that, what is the real hurdle? What is the real problem statement? What is the real resistance in the system? That's what we need to do. And to do that process, even if we spend, let's say, 1 week, that's really worth it. Because any problem well articulated is as good as half done. Then once we document it clearly, articulate the problem clearly, then any of us can solve it, because there are thousands of solutions are already in the market, and thousands of NGOs, volunteers have already solved the problem, either pro bono basis or commercial basis. And thankfully, since I have been associated in this space for last 5 years directly through Infosys Springboard, I'm pretty much aware of at least good number of solutions. So I thought, why not we start with the design thinking process? That's what I have also shared. Now I'll just briefly walk you through about the. I will not spend too much time on the design thinking process as such, and I will tell you how you can learn on your own, and it's very easy. And we will not boil the ocean. We will go through step by step as minimum as possible as required. For example, today we will start with the empathize phase. So I will pause here for a few questions. So just let me know, do you have any questions or doubts on what is the trigger, what is the background, who is the audience, and why we are doing it?
Sir, the objective is clear, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I want people to ask questions. It cannot be one way. Tanushree, do you have any questions, suggestions on the way I have?
No, sir.
Is this the way to go, or do you think this will take a lot of time?
I don't think it takes that amount of time because each person has his or her own learning levels.
Okay. Akshit, what's your view? Yes, Sarvanan, go ahead.
Sir, I have got a question. Since because we are working for the unemployed people from Tier 3 and Tier 4, I would like to know about their little bit kind of background, okay, what does their parents do, and how is their financial status and societal status, so that what is the great barrier we can work through to make it even more easy to bridge them to get employed?
Yeah. Just to let you know, their parents are farmers, and they are in pretty poor background. Means financially they are poor, and they are from mostly North Karnataka, Maharashtra, that border, and Telangana, Nizamabad, that area. But anyway, through this solution, we are not going to custom make anything. We are going to make it universal. So even though that will be the first pilot which we will try, but the same will be applicable even in Tumkur also. So even, basically not just poor people, it will help even the rich people, because English is English, no? Anyway,
Yes,
the question about what is the trigger? Yes, they are all poor people. They are educated from the government schools and with English teacher or without English teachers. So yeah, it's really a very poor state of education. That's the reason.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Sudha madam, looks like all your students have logged out.
Yes, sir. I'm checking with them. I told, right, they all have exams completed and they want to enjoy. I'm back of them, literally. Come and join for this introduction
No
meeting.
problem. I will leave it to you. In the meantime, I will get going.
We'll discuss this later, sir.
Sure. So yeah, now let's get going to the next step. So good part that Wasim and team in Deshpande Foundation, they have shortlisted word, basically about 2,800 words. 2,800 words is, it's good enough for anybody in the looking for a job, or even in the early part of their job. That covers almost 95 to 99% of the words which they use in any of the sentences. Just to give you an idea, I asked ChatGPT, generate 5 sentences in banking domain, because again, no point giving them some examples in some of the unrelated area. Okay, so I just used one of the word I picked up randomly from those 2,800 words which they have shortlisted. I asked ChatGPT. It said, in the banking statement, here are the 5 statements. We only received a fragment of your payment details. So like this, it generates. Now the problem is they don't know the meaning of this. Even if you look at it, if they are not really, they don't have this vocabulary, it's very hard for them to figure out what does it mean. So we have to tell them the meaning first. And of course, when we use, we have to also tell them the usage, the pronunciation, the phonetics part of it. So that also we have to cover. And how many times they need to repeat. So they ask means from their experience, they have been doing this last 15, 20 years, that if we give, for example, 2,800, approximately 3,000 words, if 5 sentences into 3,000, that is 15,000 sentences, if they go through, they will be decent enough to clear the written test and interview. And they have been doing this manually. That means people like Wasim are taking them through this process, giving them the digital content which they have created in person. They have recorded this and they have the video with them, and that's how things are going on from first principles. And the problem with that approach is it's sequential and it takes a lot of time. Even though they are able to basically somehow make it work within 3 months, look at it. They are able to place 99% of them, because on an average, I will just take some number, 3,000 people per year. They are now currently the run rate 3,000 to 5,000 people in a year. They are able to try in these batches of 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and they are able to place 99% of them. So that's really commendable job they are doing. But that is really testing their effort, bandwidth, everything, because they have reached the limit. Now, India if you look at unemployment and this 350 million students who need the support, that means one Deshpande Foundation definitely cannot be able to do it. So they are now looking at how do we scale this? How do we make it self-service? How do we make it, because now anyway, AI is there. There are a lot of platforms, so it should be easy. That's what they're exploring. So that's in short why it gives us the hope that we can do something about it. So any questions on this?
Sir.
Yeah, Prajwal.
Sir, if the free content is available, then why they can't learn as any other humans learn in English in the same way?
Yeah. Now all of us start putting why instead of me speaking, I will start. Okay, you also put. For example, one is there is too much content. I'm putting in the chat window, by the way, so that all of us will be able to look at it. Too much content on the web from too many known sources. Not that they are unknown. We can easily filter out unknown, even too many known sources. Okay, so how do you select? Who will curate for them? That's an issue. And for example, if I tell you go and learn English, they will not even understand why should I learn English. Because they also have to go, it should motivate them enough, no? It's not just, for example, if I tell cigarette smoking is injurious to health, if that message is good enough, if Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji tells on video, TV, then the whole of India will they stop smoking? So knowing is not good enough. Do you understand this, Prajwal? What do you mean by knowing is not good enough?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
Sir, it means that there are too many content and...
No, knowing is not good enough means what? For example, if I tell you, learn Python programming tomorrow, here is the video. Will you learn by tomorrow?
No, sir. It will take some time.
No. Even if I give you 1 month, will you become an expert?
Sir, how can I become expert in 1 month? It would take me years, right?
Yeah. Again, that's what you just said that. They also think in their context, it will take years to learn English. Look at it. I have already completed my graduation. I have spent 12 years or 16 years. So far, I'm not comfortable. How do you expect me to learn English in next 3 months? That's the same question they ask. Can you also put whatever Saravanan? Can you also put, let's say, a couple of other hurdles? Yes, Sudha madam, you're right. They learn and they don't practice in work. That's true. Yeah, all of you put whatever you feel. There's no right or wrong. Mithilesh, you also put something. Why you are not learning good English? Mithilesh, put your context. Lack of practice, only knowing cannot do the job. That's right. But Mithilesh, answer for yourself. Why? What you are doing to learn better English?
So improving my vocabulary,
No, put it
adding
in the
new
chat.
words.
Put it in the chat window, so that we all will collectively brainstorm and we'll address that problem. So another thing is too many problems in our too many priority things in a day, because they are also means they are adults, right? They are supporting family. Okay, that means there are too many things. This is only English is not the only thing they do in life. So that's the problem. What priority should I give? It is similar to how many hours in a day you sleep and how many hours you do meditation, yoga, then learning, then working. So there, how you prioritize, right? Time management is an issue because nobody has told them how to do time management properly. So they may need some fun and encouragement or kind of recognition. Yes, Saran. Yes, they also need the carrot, the incentive for doing. Incentive in this context, yes, unless we keep encouraging them to doing day after day, week after week, then their excitement will come down. If that comes down, then it impacts again their learning. So Mithilesh is trying to improve the vocabulary by adding new words into and knowing the use of that word. So Tanushree is telling sometimes people don't apply it when they do get opportunity. Like some school people don't speak English even though English is made compulsory. That's right, Tanushree. So Mithilesh, one challenge which if you are only trying to add is if somebody is not guiding you, have you seen any in the dictionary how big or how thick it is?
Yes, sir.
Let me also bring up one to make it dramatic. Just give me a second. Okay, let me pin myself so that all of you see it, what I'm showing. Yeah. So look at this, how thick it is. Has everybody seen this? Mithilesh, have you seen this?
Yes, sir. In libraries and the college.
And look at this. The look of the thickness of this book itself will make you right excited or scared. And look at
Scared,
this.
sir.
Look at this another one. I have coffee dictionary which is this much thick. Somebody has taken painful collated. So which one should I read? For example, if I like coffee, I will be tempted to read this rather than this. And then how will you add to your vocabulary if it is so big? That's the challenge, right? If
Yes, sir.
giving a dictionary will solve the problem, then it would have been a very easy fix. So dictionary is not helping. And there is this is just English to English. then probably if your English is not good, then no point giving English to English. Then I have to give English to Kannada, or English to Marathi, English to Telugu, depending on which medium or which what do you speak at home. Okay, so like this, we need to first thoroughly introspect and get into their foot, their steps, and figure out what is the real problem. Okay, so the real problem. Thanks, Vidyadhar, for joining. Is it Vidyadhar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for joining. So yeah, this is definitely will help even your students and your beneficiaries in Orissa, right? Vidyadhar?
Yes,
English,
sir.
English for employability. So look at the first one help they have done. The Deshpande Foundation, they have already identified 2,800 words. This motivates, right? Now instead of learning this entire, I don't know how many 10,000 words or whatever sentences, 20,000, I don't know. I don't even know how to count. Probably ChatGPT will tell how many words are there in Oxford Dictionary and how many sentences. For example, in my lifetime, even I have not gone through that. So instead of that, if I tell you, all you do is just these 2,800 words you learn, and I will tell you the statements, and here is how you practice, and here is your peer group. That's what Wasim and team are doing it in Deshpande Foundation. So he can probably share what are the best practices, because already in last 15 years they have given employment to 18,000 people, and we will come to the statistics later. So the best part is they have done some groundwork, and they have already shared that 2,800 words. So now it's almost half done, I would say. Now that we have to just finish the remaining 50% of the work, then it will become a Ramarajya, which all of us can benefit, whether it's views or whether it is because Vidyadhar is from an NGO called Asia Initiatives. They have about 20 NGOs in India itself. So like that, look at the benefit. Even though we are creating once, anybody can help it, since take the help. And not just in India, it can be in any countries, and whoever is interested in English. And once we figure out the process and we automate this, then we can use it for 65 languages in the world. That's what we are trying to do. Because thanks to ChatGPT, anyway, today itself, I will share some of the new ideas which I have got, how I'm excited about why it gives me confidence we can do it with just now. Today we are how many? 6 of us. So just 6 of us can also solve this problem. That's what excites me. Okay. So yeah, Vidyadhar, do you have any questions, suggestions, or would you like to share some problems which you are facing or your team is facing because of lack of English knowledge?
जी सर, वो जो हम एनुअल रिपोर्ट बनाते हैं उसमें थोड़ा दिक्कत आता है। कभी कोई स्टोरी टेलिंग, कुछ केस स्टडी लिखते हैं, उस टाइम थोड़ा ये जनरेट करने के लिए दिक्कत आता है सर।
अगर आपको इंग्लिश मेरे तरफ से आ गया तो आपको दूसरा जॉब भी मिल सकता है ना। अच्छा,
यस सर, यस सर।
देने वाला जॉब भी मिल सकता है, सिर्फ आपके
जी
लिए
जी
नहीं, जो तुम सपोर्ट कर रहे हो उनको लिए भी फायदा हो जाएगा।
जी जी जी
हाँ, ठीक है। So now let's move on to the next steps. I will just briefly introduce you to the empathize phase, because I will also just give you an example with what the Stanford's design school has popularizing this. Even at Infosys, I learned design thinking from this process. So let me just share that. Just give me. So there are 5 steps. Don't worry about that. If you want to just quickly go through, I will just quickly tell you what they are. Let me share that. Okay. As you can see, there are 5 steps in design thinking. Don't worry about it. Don't need not have to memorize anything, because by the time we complete this initiative, you would have come to know. Empathize is the first one, then define, ideate, prototype, and test. Empathize is just articulating what is the problem. Define is again defining the problem in clear terms. There are ways how do you define so that everybody understands, so that this can be solved by anybody, not just 6 of us here. Then ideate, we will come up with the solution, and we will come up with not just one solution. I will also tell you some few which I have already thought. Similarly, I want you also come up with the solution which works. Then we will prototype. Then we quickly run the prototype with the Wasim and team, with the students. And of course, you can also do that prototype, basically sound off whether this works. Then of course, test. And all these are cyclical. For example, during prototyping, we will come up with some issue. Then we will again go back to define the problem with more discussions. Let's see what we do in the empathize phase. Again, don't worry too much about these words, because these are all used across the world. That's why I'm using this same terminology. And this will also help later if you are also want to learn or want to get into a job, or there are a lot of benefits from this. Okay. Now let me just read it out, or why not I tell one of you. Prajwal, can you read out just the first para? What is empathize mode?
So, what is the empathize mode? Empathy is the centerpiece of a human-centered design process. The empathize mode is the work you do to understand people within the context of your design challenge. It is your effort to understand the way they do things and why, their physical and emotional needs, how they think about work, and what is meaningful to them.
Yeah, this is a very powerful statement. Now let's understand in the context of, let's just think, they are all interested to learn English. Okay. So it is the center. This is, again, it's a human centered, because it's unemployed graduates who are going to benefit directly. Then of course, it will also benefit even me also. For example, if I come up with, not that I have mastered all the 2,800 words. The empathize mode is the work you do to understand people. So now we have to understand people. So it will be great if you can talk to them. Not that we have to talk to people in North Karnataka. You can you can introspect yourself. What is that? Or you can introspect some of the people who is there in your neighborhood. Okay, let me just try to zoom if I can. Yes, this is better. So then here you clearly articulate what you understand. So this we will spend some time, and I encourage you to keep sharing with me in the WhatsApp. What do you think means? What do you understand by the way they do things? Means how are they? For example, Mithulesh said how he is. Probably Mithulesh, you have to tell me how you do things and why, because you mentioned you add more words to your vocabulary, and you have to tell me how do you do that. Is it by reading books, listening to some of the inspirational videos, reading newspaper, whatever you are doing, how you are attempting, and what makes you things. Okay, so that we will understand the current, as these we have to just understand what's happening in their world. Okay, this will also gives us an insights into what solution later when we get into the solution mode, what is that which it will help to basically. These are the hurdles, because we cannot give some solutions which they cannot afford, which they cannot access, which is expensive, which they don't have anybody to clarify. So we have to understand, is that the really the hurdles or the resistance which they have currently. And physical and emotional needs, probably if it is not applicable, you need not have to worry too much about it. But definitely we have to understand their context, how they are learning English today, and why they have chosen that path, and how they think about the world. do they really think this English is useful? Okay, and what is meaningful to them? So do they think that this will be useful when they learn? That's what this statement means. So any questions on the first para? Tanushree, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
So why I'm spending a stressing about the process is this is definitely going to help directly in your career. If you put in your CV, I have learned design thinking process through Stanford's design thinking process, then anybody and everybody will take a note of it, because most of the corporations today are using, 100% are using design thinking process to solve any simple or a big problem, even multi-million dollar, or even if they want to go to Mars, they use design thinking process. So why empathize? As a design thinker, the problems you are trying to solve are rarely your own. So that's why we are here, right? As of now, I mentioned the point. We are trying to help directly. It means the trigger is the unemployed youth in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. They are those of a particular group of people. In order to design for them, you must gain empathy for those who are and what is important to them. So again, it's easy for me to jump the gun, right? Since I know this solution should work for them. If it were so easy, why even after so many years of independence, not all of us are equally comfortable? So okay, that really itself says that. Then observing what people do and how they interact with their environment gives you clues about what they think and feel. So anyway, I have shared this. I want you to go through it. So this week we will spend time only on the empathize mode. That is just this first page. Okay. So which has this diamond or a hexagon which says empathize, and they have also given the steps. So I want you to note down in a piece of paper. Don't bother. It would be great if you can write it down, because this typing is spoiling us. Because it's easy, we will copy paste and do something. So you write, take a picture, and WhatsApp me. So what you think about this process? Okay, this is your homework for today. Now, quickly, I will tell you some of the exciting part, what it gives me hope about. Okay, or how I went about coming up with what I have already shared with you. Let me just bring that up. Okay, so first thing is, now we have 2,800 words. Let me also bring that up, 2,800 words. Okay, so now this is the 2,800 words. Don't worry about it. But it looks, yeah, you can, as you can see, it's really too many of them. For example, hypothesis, randomly I'm taking. Can one of you tell me one sentence on using hypothesis? What does hypothesis mean? Prajwal. Yeah, Mithilesh, go ahead. What does hypothesis mean?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Imagining incident which cannot be happen in real time, but imagining event which what if it happens like that.
Very good. Can you tell me one sentence using hypothesis?
Yeah, if the earth suddenly the earth temperature drops to -1 degree, what could be the cause and what could be the condition. It's an hypothesis fact, right?
No,
Like
no, no.
that.
You use one sentence. Tell me one simple sentence using hypothesis. Yeah, you are right. You're on the right path. Yeah, say narrate the same thing. Narrate the same thing as using one sentence.
Yes, sir.
Narrate, no? Tell me. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ. You can tell rest of it in Kannada, but use hypothesis only in English.
Okay, sir.
Feel free, no? There's nothing right or wrong. This is the learning process.
Sir, what I should say that
use hypothesis. You talk. Tell me one English sentence. A hypothesis should be there in that sentence.
Yeah, today I learned about hypothesis in class of Kiran, sir.
No, that's fine. That's you are telling as if you are reporting, but you have to, it should also mean something in the sentence. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir?
Yeah, go ahead. You raised your hands.
Yes. So it's hypothetical when there is a situation to save either a pregnant lady or a kid who is facing some other physical disability.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tanushree, tell me, can you tell one sentence?
In the olden days, there was a hypothesis that Earth was the center of the solar system.
Wonderful. So look at it. It's not that easy and straightforward. Prajwal, do you have any example which you can share?
Sir, the Charles Darwin's hypothesis is so real that no one can argue it, because
about what? Charles Darwin hypothesis about what?
About the evolution of human.
Wonderful. Excellent. So what about Thanai? Thanai, can you tell me an example? Don't worry, I will correct you even if you write or wrong. Okay, so now here is what it's a shortcut, of course, using ChatGPT, but we'll see how to productively use it in a productive manner. So it's very easy, right? So now I can ask generate one sentence for now. One sentence using hypothesis. Okay. So now Prajwal, tell me what more thing I should say. If I just do it generally like this, it will give me some random. Our hypothesis is that offering higher interest rate in saving bank account will create and encourage more customer to deposit regularly. So something like that it said, but it doesn't make any sense to this tier 3, tier 2, tier 3 students who are learning English. So I have to tell something more to the ChatGPT, right?
Yes, sir.
What should I tell it?
Sir, you should tell the constraints and the expectations.
I know the framework. You help me, no? How do I fine tune this query?
Okay, we should we should define
No, I will type. You tell me. I have already fired this query. I need not to repeat that. Now I'll say simplify this for the context of. Okay, you tell me the context. I will just say simplify this for the context of So we have been spoken last half an hour, no, about the context.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me the context. Tell me the context.
The sentence is told by tier 2, tier 3, means tier 3, tier 4 people who has completed their degree or education from government schools where English was not in their English was not exposed to them.
Okay, who are less proficient
Less proficient.
in English. Okay, let's see this one. Tier 2 graduates who are less proficient. Okay, this is also good. Simplify this for the context. Tier 2, tier 3 city graduates who are less proficient in English. Okay, so let's see what it says. So we think that if we give higher interest rate on saving account, more customers will put money in the bank. No, it is not using use hypothesis. And simple sentence. So let's see. Our hypothesis is that more people will save if the bank gives better interest. This is easy, right? Anybody will understand. The hypothesis is that customers will use mobile banking if it is easy to learn. The hypothesis is that quick loan approval will make customers happy. If somebody reads these 5 sentences, at least more or less they can make out the meaning, right? I'm not telling this is perfect. Is this better than our earlier sentence?
Yes, sir.
Tanushree, what's your view? Is this better?
Yes, sir.
So, because if Charles Darwin, they might not know, they might not connect. If they are looking for a job in banking. Now, actually, this it's also continuing from earlier conversation. I used the same session where I had defined the context is banking. So, well, for example, do the same for retail. Retail domain. Our hypothesis is that customer will buy more if we give discounts. This is very cool, right? It's very simple. Everybody will understand this discount. Hypothesis is that people will shop more during festival. Now this is getting better. Now I will make it also interesting. So if they are looking for a job in, let's say, ICH, sorry, retail is, let's say, Geo. If do the same for, or let's look at, food world is not there. More shops. For do the same for someone looking for a job in more retail grocery outlet. Imagine they are applying for a job in more. So what is that which they can practice? My hypothesis is that friendly service will bring more regular customer to the society. Hypothesis is that keeping fruits fresh will make customers happy. So what this way of asking ChatGPT will with how does this help? Let's make it simple. Mithulesh, what's your response? This is a cool thing, right? One good thing is I can give this prompt to them directly instead of we giving all rocket science. We can directly make them sit in front of the computer and give them use this query, and this is how you learn, and you have to learn. Here are the words for today. Like that, if you publish the list of words, they should be able to do it at the end of the day, and we will also figure out how to test using the same LLM.
Yes.
Is it useful?
Yes, sir. It's definitely a smart way to learn.
Will you start learning like this starting today?
Yes, definitely.
Because you also, if you don't, anyway, I will also share the list of 2,800 words again, so that you have the limited vocabulary. You need not have to go through this Oxford dictionary, which you are seeing here in this thing. So you can directly get started with this 2,800, and you have set a goal. Okay, within next 2 months, I will finish at least 200 words, or say our weekly goal. This week, I will add 200 words to my vocabulary. You practice with 200 words. Like the war footing, if you don't go, then it will not help. Okay. So, Saravanan sir, what do you think this approach? Will it help?
Yes, sir, definitely it will help. First of all, it will just make people to understand where to use this word and how to use this word. And second, they will feel even more eased to use these words because they have got some examples. So they can try to use this word whenever the chance appears.
Okay. Do you think this is useful to your students?
Sir, it's a way kind of useful for not only for our students, but for all of them
No,
who
no,
are
no.
just
Not worry about
interested
the
in
world.
English.
Is it useful for your students?
Yes, of course, sir. Basically, they will come to know about how to use the prompt first. Second, and when they are just getting these results, they will have an idea about, okay, so if the prompt is tweaked to another extent, we may get even more some different kind of responses. So they can just start play with ChatGPT, and they can also have learning kind of thing with the prompt results.
Wonderful. So that means, yeah, I'm not telling you tell this to students. If you tell this to their parents, now it's a value add for them as well, right?
Definitely, sir.
For example, now I will show you convert the same prompt into test. Quiz me
Yes, sir.
the same. I will give the sentence. You tell me if it is grammatically correct. Wait for me to type the sentence.
Yes, sir.
So now let's see what this does. Okay, here is your first one. My hypothesis is a clean shelf, so will help customer find products. Your turn. Type it back if you think this is correct or fix it. This I feel my hypothesis is that clean shelves will help customer find product faster. So yeah, I will just say it's correct. What do you think, Prajwal? Is this correct?
Yes, sir. It is grammatically correct.
Okay, let's see. What does it say? Correct. Nicely done. Here is your next one. The hypothesis is that keeping fruits fresh makes customer happy. Yeah, I think makes should have been there. Is there any other error, Mithilesh?
No, I think make is
So, for example, I will
it's
type this. I know there is another mistake here, but I am not telling it. One of you have to raise your hands and tell me. For now, I will make it. Oh shit! Grammarly also is helping. Okay. So, yeah,
So
unfortunately,
it can be fresh fruits, right? Not fruits fresh. Fresh fruits can also be done.
fruits fresh. No, keeping fruits. Hypothesis is that keeping fruit fresh. No, keeping fruits fresh means whatever fruits you have to keep it fresh. For example, if you don't sprinkle
the
water,
first,
if you don't keep it
the
in,
first
this is okay, no? No, I'm just not that you have to agree with me. If you feel fresh fruits, fresh fruits is means go and buy new fresh fruits. You already have fruits. You have to keep it fresh. That's what it means.
Okay, actually, I'm going with the second one, that is fresh fruit, because if it is fresh, it's just brought today from the farmland. It will make customers happy too.
Cool. I'll make it fresh fruits.
Let's give it a try, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody? Anything else? Any other suggestions? Okay, let me file this in the interest of time. Excellent correction. Yes, it should be makes instead of make. And your version keeping fresh fruits makes customers happy is perfectly correct. Wonderful. Ready for the next one. Just for heck of it, I will try. Oh, what happened to the other sentence? I'll just make it variation. Let's see. So I take the same, keeping the fresh fruits fresh only. I will. Let's see what it says. Correct again, nicely simplified. Anyway, both are correct. That's cool. So here is your next one. Our hypothesis is that good offers on daily items increase sales. Who wants to correct this? Tanushree, would you like to correct this?
Um, Sir, I do not know what is wrong in this.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, how about going with increases sales?
Increases sales. Our hypothesis is that good offers on daily items increases sales. Perfect. Let's see what it says. Almost perfect. Offers is plural, so the verb should be increase, not increases.
Oh,
Cool, right? It's also helping us to learn. When we are trying to help tier 2, tier 3, we can also help ourselves.
definitely, sir.
So anyway, this is not to teach you good English. This is to teach you the process. Now that we saw this is a workable model, now we also have to think. And now probably, Wasim, have you reached your home? Can I ask you some question? Because this,
Yes, sir.
yeah, my question is, do they have access to internet and laptop on a daily basis, sorry, or computer?
Yeah, they have the lab facility.
So what do you think now that you have the ground reality? Now, if we tell this is one of, I'm not telling this is the only solution. We are just
Yeah.
exploring one of the solution. Will this help?
Uh, in certain way, it will help. The model here is they will be having a physical session with from the trainers, and they have the material. They run this as a flipped module where the material is uploaded on the platform, and they have to go through the material, and next day they have to come to the class, and then what they
Hold
have
on.
understood.
My recommendation is I will give the prompt, okay?
Okay.
And they will be given a set of well, a one page or a half a page of instruction. Very simple, straightforward, or it could be even pasted on the wall. And they have to, there will not be any, there need not be any instructor in the room, because this has to be self-driven, self-learned, self-help.
Yep.
Because that's why we are using ChatGPT, no? Because here, look at it, it is correcting me. That means instead of
Yes.
teacher, I have ChatGPT to correct me. So I will
Yep.
fire. There's another very powerful prompt. I mean, in the beginning, I skipped that. I will say here I can actually load all the 2,800 in one go in this plus,
Yeah.
and I can
Yeah.
say take one by one and quiz me from that word only. That means whatever the teacher does, right? You can just put it into a prompt, and they have to just copy paste that prompt and fire. So
Yeah.
that means I'm removing the teacher from the equation here. That means they are on their own. They can be sitting in their own room. Then in order to come to the basically physical room, yeah, if they're coming to classroom for accessing, that's the only way. That's different. But these things they can even do on their own mobile phone.
Yes, exactly, sir.
So anyway, there are other challenges. I will come to that. But this is a workable thing, right? As of now, for example, if the teacher is not there today, now let's say they are idling in the weekend. Instead of keeping quiet, if they do this is as productive as being in the class, right?
Yeah, correct, sir.
Okay, so this works. But I will tell you the challenge here. The challenge here is we are not able to record how many I successfully did, where I needed additional help. That's a big issue here. So that now I'm not able to track my learning. That's one challenge, is it not?
Exactly, sir. Because we do not have, even the trainer will not have the analysis or even the measurement, any kind of measurement like how much the student has learned.
Yeah, that's true. I just articulated so that all of you are listening this conversation. You know the problem, right? Even though this solution seems workable, but
Yes,
we suddenly are into running the another hurdle. This will
yeah,
not help because if the students are not punctual, because how many of
correct.
them really now the problem is that's why they are having residential. Let's assume they are running a batch of 500 people. Now
Hmm.
all 500 have to go through this, let's say 2,800 in the period of let's say 2 months. Then there is no way if they don't keep track, what is the progress? Out of 500, is 50% have done 50% or only 10%? So like that, that's a big challenge. That means tracking is also equally important as learning.
Correct, sir.
So we have to articulate that also in our empathize statement. At the end of empathize, we have to articulate clearly. One is yes, it has to be self-driven, and there has to be mechanism to correct them, and it also has to give the pronunciation. Today, I just narrated this uh, English part. Now, how do you pronounce it? Let me show you that exciting part. Okay, so I'll come to that before, but yeah, keeping a digital record of let's say if I'm doing this intervention for 500 people, list of all those 500 people and their learning journey is also equally important.
Exactly, sir.
So Akaita, Anushree, Prajwal, Mitulesh. Yeah, Prajwal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Prajwal, go ahead. You have any question?
Sir, if the students can't understand the English also, then we can keep in another language, right? Like in
No, they
Kannada.
understand English. Don't worry. That much. This prompts they can understand. Otherwise, it will become too complex for us to solve.
Okay,
We are
sir.
not giving this to kindergarten, right? So they are the graduates.
Yes, sir.
Because that's another thing when you are solving a problem, no? Try to simplify the problem. Otherwise, you will our lifetime we cannot solve this problem. And we don't have infinite time. Okay. So we got it. Now let's also solve the problem of pronunciation. Luckily, this will also help me. Let's see. Let me get into the voice mode. Let me keep this word so that I can pronounce. Hi, can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and awesome. Loud and
Okay.
great.
I'm trying to practice how to pronounce this simple sentences using the word hypothesis. So, will you be able to assess my phonetics, my pronunciation?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead. Sure thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, here is my sentence. Our hypothesis is that good offers on daily items increase sales. Is this all right?
You did really well.
Okay, now I will try another way. Our hypothesis is good and offers on daily. Is this okay?
You're definitely on.
Looks like there is not cooperating properly. Let me try another tool. Hold on. I'm going to now try AI Studio because yesterday when I tried AI Studio, it helped me well. AI Studio is another LLM by Google. We share that so that you also see what I'm doing. Has anybody used AI Studio?
No, sir.
What about students? Has anybody used AI Studio?
Sir, I want to get that free offer from Gemini.
No, AI Studio is free.
Free.
It's free.
Okay. I'll use it, sir.
Means, means there is some, time and there is some time limitations. Anyway, you can see that. This whatever I'm using is also a free version. So this is aistudio.google.com. I will put it in the chat window so that you can also try it out. Wasim, have you tried AI Studio?
Yes, sir. Yesterday, once you had shared, after that, a bit of that I tried.
Do you think it's useful?
Yeah, still, I have to explore a couple of things there.
Okay. Yeah, let me show the demo. Click on talk. Microphone is in use. Okay. It's connecting to server. Do it. Start video source.
Do you want me to elaborate on the concept? Do you want me to elaborate on? All right, I am ready to start the video source. What do you want me to look for?
Hold on. As of now, I will try with just audio before we go into video. Is that okay? Hello? Something went.
Yes, sir, continue.
No. I'm talking to the chatbot. I will just open the talk mode, not on the webcam yet. Sorry. Yeah, let me quickly do that. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you today?
I'm practicing how to pronounce the phonetics of the word hypothesis. I'm going to use it in a sentence. Can you help me whether it's right or wrong after listening to my pronunciation? Not a good day today. Hold on. It could be because I'm sharing the same mic with Google Meet and AI Studio. That could be an issue. Hi, I want
Sharing
your
the
help.
same.
I want your help in.
What kind of help?
I want you to assess my pronunciation, the phonetics of the word hypothesis.
Okay. Can you spell out?
Now I will read the sentence. I will use hypothesis. So you tell me if the pronunciation is all right.
Sure, go.
Our hypothesis is that good offers on daily items increase sales. Is that fine?
I believe you mean the word hypothesis. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like me to assess that sentence again with the word hypothesis?
Yes, please. Should I pronounce again?
Yes, please pronounce the sentence again. I'm ready to listen.
Our hypothesis is that good offers on daily items increase sales.
That sounds pretty good. I think you are pronouncing hypothesis correctly now. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding your pronunciation?
How about this pronunciation? Our
Of which word?
Again, hypothesis.
I heard you say hyper and then hypothesis. Is that right?
Let me repeat. Our hypothesis is that good offers
That
on
sounds
daily
better.
items increase
The
sales.
good offers part sounded fine. Are you asking about the pronunciation of a different word in that sentence?
How was hypothesis?
The second time you pronounced it, it sounded accurate.
But the first time, was it wrong?
Yes, the first time.
Okay. So yeah,
So
thank you. I will stop now. Okay, folks, like this, it's as good as since I'm sharing the mic with both Google Meet and AI Studio, this problem was happening because yesterday I shared the video, right? I can share the video again. It was behaving perfectly fine. So, what do you think about this approach, Mitulesh?
Sir, it will be quite exciting to interact with AI and learn some what things like it.
Okay. What about others?
Sir, first and first, thanks for introducing about this Google AI Studio because I haven't known about this one. I will explore it and then I will have my own time to see what are the capabilities and what it can do even more. And this session and with this pronunciation thing, it's quite easy. Easy.
Okay. What about Vidyadhar? Do you think this is useful?
यस सर, हम ये एआई स्टूडियो कभी यूज नहीं किए थे। आपका वो लिंक मैंने रखा हूँ, उसको लेके ट्राई करेंगे क्या उसमें बेनिफिट हो रहा है, थोड़ा देखते हैं और हम पहले उसको सीख लेते हैं, उसके बाद बच्चे के साथ उसको शेयर करना शुरू कर लेंगे।
हाँ, इसके बड़ी बात यह है कि ये इससे आप हिंदी भी सीख सकते हैं, नॉट जस्ट इंग्लिश.
यस सर,
It can speak Hindi also. That's a beautiful part. So, Tanushree, what's your view? Is this useful to learn phonetics? Tanushree, did you see the demo? This is about AI Studio. Do you think this is useful if I ask the students to use AI Studio to practice pronunciation? Okay. What about Prajwal?
Yes, sir. It sounds great.
Okay. So what we'll do is good part is don't worry about these challenges which I felt. You also try it out and you will see. And another exciting part, I'm not anyway for Wasim, for your comfort, I'm not suggesting this in this as is the what's available to the public in the chat more. What I'm suggesting is to use this in a program, Python program. That's why I'm training all these young students who are in high school or college. Using very simple Python code, we can use the API of be it AI Studio or Gemini, and we can give the user interface. They can pick and choose. Here is my domain. Here are 20 words which I would like to try out today. So like this, you can parameterize. You need not have to give this free access. Okay. So that's the exciting part. Once we successfully do that in the Python program, then it's just another prompt which we need to give it to create an Android app. This is the biggest boon for both Wasim and Vidyadhar for your NGO. That means you don't have to worry about giving a computer to them. Now imagine if they are having an app created under your brand, like English mastering for employability. So my dream is to have that Android app internally calling this Gemini API or ChatGPT API, which will pronounce it for you. Again, there is a limit on how many tokens they call, means how many words they can use per day. That's in the free mode. So since if you are going to do it on a large scale, then you can even take the license. Means I'm sure some of the donors will come forward to give you, for example, if you want to use it per month on a corporate basis. So it's very much affordable because that's how the corporates are doing it. So that's how any of the apps which you would have seen in the market, which will translate runtimes, this text to speech, based on your vocabulary. So you can have total control. Then the advantage with that Python code is you can basically, now that you have an app, you know who is using, when they are using, what they are using, everything you can start recording, and it will keep pushing the data into your database. So this will solve your problem. Okay, that's the next step which I will help the students to work on this project. So that I'm at least since I have been a software developer myself, I know more or less how this works. So that really gives me hope that we can really collectively we can solve this problem. So this is a good news for Osim and Vidyadhar, so that you can use it with directly pilot in your NGO.
Yes, sir.
So anyway,
Yes, sir.
we will use a standalone Python code so that it's easy before we get onto the Android app. That's the next step. Once we successfully do this on Python code, because I know it's this anyway. This is given. Getting the pronunciation out from many of these LLMs. It's already there in the public, and they can start even today. We don't need any training here. Now, what is missing in the system today in this open prompt is recording what you did today and did you progress. Okay, even if you come back and use the same word tomorrow, it can keep the recording. We had done this similar exercise for one of the NGOs in Bihar, in the city of Gaya. Thanks to Bikash Kumar, who was coordinating with me. We had created an app to measure the learning fluency. So the protocol is still the same. We will not sit and code. ChatGPT will or Gemini will help us to code this app. We will give the input. Here is my input. Here is the context. Here is what you need to do. So it's really very interesting, and this will also give experience to all of the students who are here to learn Python, to learn how to use the APIs in the backend. So it's really exciting. Okay. So this is one of the at least very decent solution, which I think. Any questions before I just give you a flavor of other solutions which we can even attempt? Means different threads we can open up, because once I share this summary of today's session, I'm sure this will give hope, and it will also motivate other students to join in, because as of today, either they are busy or they thought this is a complex problem. The way I have articulated, it also gives you an idea how simple it is. Okay. So then once they see that this is simple and doable, then more and more students will come forward. So let me answer any questions you have. Then I will also share other solutions which we can pursue. Any questions till now?
No, sir.
So Prajwal, are you excited that now you can learn Python through this application?
Yes, sir.
So because now I'm defining a purpose and an end goal. Mithulesh, it will also help you in your career.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about using this API key linking at the background of the app, like giving suggestions like that.
Yeah. So then you will also learn in the process. So Wasim, you can also include any of your students if they are interested to learn Python, so I can guide them. So look at it, in 3 months, they will learn English, they will learn Python. Suddenly their job opportunity will go through the roof.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So next, other solutions are, for example, last time I showed it is from the basic principles. So for example, if we are including more and more middle school and high school students, we can even use Scratch. That even though it's from the first principles, but or we can give this project to the students who are learning. Once you learn the pronunciation, can you put this in Scratch animation? So that's another way of doing it. So then even from first principles, because we also need a golden standard to compare with, right? Because we also have a lot of teachers in our ecosystem whom they can come forward, means they have already done that. For example, I have been working with two English professors who have more than 40 years of experience. They had created about 80 to 100 animations where they had used their own voice. So like that, over a period, even if we take 2 years, we will have a very strong repository of the voice which is recorded by human beings. So there is obviously that we can use that to train the bots. So a lot of things are possible. That's another option. Then the final option is, of course, the voice of what we just heard, AI Studio or Gemini or ChatGPT. Still, it doesn't look Indian. So AI for Bharat. Yesterday I was experimenting. That sounds amazingly as natural as I'm speaking. Okay, that's another interesting one. Again, there it uses Python code with API. Their API you are calling the AI for Bharat API. So most of the major Indian languages they have already covered. It sounds as if I am speaking, or even a person from North Karnataka speaking. The accent is taken care. So like this, these are the examples which excites me, that we can have multiple threads. So we will, as of now, all of you keep discovering what's in it. So we will spend this week to just test the waters, what excites you, what you are comfortable, and then you can give me a sample in whichever you are comfortable with, be it AI Studio or whether it's Gemini or whether it's Scratch, or whether you can also record live this pronunciation. So then we will choose. So those of you who gives me prototype, so then I will have a good repository to test it out. Depending on who is good at what, then we can combine and make teams, so that then we can work with a project plan. Does that sound like a plan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It sounds like a teamwork.
Yeah. So I believe that when we work as a team, no work is impossible. We can do anything in the world. That's what I have been seeing, and which I strongly believe. So now that we have spent close to 90 minutes, let's stop the session here. I would be happy to take any questions or any suggestions or any feedback from how we went about today. Feel free. Any comments, any suggestions? Mithulesh, do you think this is useful and this is productive?
Yes, sir, but the idea was awesome, that creating a Python code and giving separate app for that. Because if we give and directly, if you give prompt and if you tell them to directly access ChatGPT, they know it be honest to that.
Yeah.
They may use in some other way. Yeah. So the concept of creating an app was awesome.
Thank you. And also it gives us freedom. In the Python, we can use ChatGPT, Gemini, or AI for Bharat. Yeah. Thankfully, AI for Bharat is free. And it's actually close to what we speak. So these are the things which will help. Okay. Prajwal, what's your view?
Sir, I think we should use AI for Bharat instead of Google and Gemini.
Yeah. No, what I'm not ruling out. Okay. We will try both. We'll see which one, because I don't even know how successful we will be in using AI for Bharat. No. So one of you can try AI for Bharat, one of you can try Gemini, one of you can try AI Studio. Like that, we'll have a variety. What's wrong in having multiple options? Then, because when we have variety, then because sometimes we will face some hurdles in one of them, then quickly we have the backup solution. So having multiple tools will definitely help. Is it not, Prajwal? In your house also, you will have cutting player, you will have spanner, you will have wrench. All will do more or less a similar thing, right? But you will pick up the tool depending on what work you're doing.
Sir,
Today we are just trying for pronunciation. Tomorrow we might want to do for something else. So let's have the multiple tools handy. It's good, right, Prajwal?
yes, sir.
So Wasim, what do you think? This approach, is this scalable, doable in the finite time?
Yes, sir. Exactly, because uh, a solution which is streamlined, and then even we have a test area where we can test it robustly for the students, where we'll get the real uh, output, and then uh, real answers for our problem what we have.
Yeah, yeah.
A
Thank you.
very good approach what I felt, and then probably it will solve like this. There are many other problems, and then many other NGOs are facing this, and it will be very
Yeah, yeah.
helpful for you.
Directly, I am in touch with about 20 NGOs. They would love to take all of this.
Yes, because this is the tools are more, and there is no proper guidance, and then main part is, as we say, the data, and then the analysis part that is missing.
Yeah, yeah. That's the anyway foundation. So that's why I said we'll use Python code to create an app, and that will start saving. Then we can easily define whether you want to save it as a Excel or a database. So a lot of options. And good part is everything ChatGPT only will generate the code.
Yes.
Okay. So Saravanan sir, any quick remarks, observations?
So it's completely structured in a pakka, perfect way, as if that now we know what we are going to work, what it's going to resolve, and we have got purpose and necessity. And then again, keeping on with the tools which we are going to use and with the end result, it's all aligned. And this is so pakka, perfect, as I said before, sir. Everything is on pace, on the same plate, sharing all the corners. It's too good to
Yeah.
work here.
Same thing, actually, similar approach you can take when we are piloting for your IoT lab. Because their IoT lab also, they need to learn about how to do Raspberry Pi, how to code in Python, how to do control lights, how to basically whatever you think the projects, even that also can go through the same design thinking process. So similar approach can be followed to solve basically to
Yes,
solve.
sir. It's completely in industrial standards. So people will, our children will also get to know about kind of industrial knowledge also. So this is how the Stanford is making it up, and they will get excited by making work to flow in this culture, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please mention this to your principal, madam, so that she will also get excited.
Yes,
Because
sir.
good part is no student data will go in. Okay, we are totally focused on what they are learning, and it is possible to mask the student information by giving them a nickname. It could be a code where the mapping you can keep outside the system. For example, when they log in, they will log in as STD001. Nobody will even if they access the data, nobody will know who is this STD001. Only you will know. Okay, so like that, it's possible to totally mask any PII from this any of these experiments what we are doing. Okay, so that actually then we are leveraging the power of the platform, even if it is a public platform.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Vidyadhar, so anyway, I know that your context definitely it will help whatever experiments you are doing, whether teaching English, whether you're teaching analysis or teaching Excel, teaching how to use Raspberry Pi. So whatever problems you are using, you can use this to track their progress.
जी सर डेफिनेटली क्योंकि हमारा पास अभी कोई ट्रैकिंग का सिस्टम नहीं है, बच्चों का प्रोग्रेस कितना हो पाता है, नहीं होता है, वो तो थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल में हम देख लेते हैं, लेकिन रियल टाइम उसका प्रोग्रेस का कोई ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम नहीं है। इसमें करेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कुछ हमारा बहुत सारा बेनिफिट होगा हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का और हमारा स्टूडेंट लोगों का भी।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी। Prajwal, your school website is doing the same thing, but that's a commercial solution. Okay. Now, what we are creating is a free and open source. So that's the advantage. Nobody need to pay any money.
Okay, sir.
Whatever we do, we are striving to make it scalable, trying to make cost effective. That means almost at zero cost. Even if something we have to pay, if school has to pay or NGO has to pay, that, for example, some of the license fees, if some of these things cannot be done in the free version, then bare minimum that anyway NGO or school will take care. That will be bare. We will try and ensure we will pick up only bare minimum license. Okay, so that's all I have planned for today. So we will, I will share the rest on WhatsApp, and we will be in touch through the week. And we will spend this week to understand more about the empathize phase in design thinking. Only empathize phase. Let's not worry about the other phases for now. And let's also keep thinking about the solutions, and let's document the solutions. That's important. Otherwise, yes, I narrated a lot of things. Anyway, thankfully, the Gemini is documenting it for us. I will share it, and you save it somewhere so that you also can quickly retrieve it whenever you need something. And I should not become the bottleneck, right? You should be able to pick it up from where we left today if you want to go to the next step. So that's all I wanted to share, and have a wonderful weekend, and see you on next Saturday.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.